Namaste and a very, very good morning to all of you. I welcome you to my channel, The Outlier. My name is Mithun. In today's video, I'll be talking about SPSS transform compute variable. We'll be looking at how to create new variables using the compute variable option, which is present in the transform menu of SPSS. Even before I proceed to demonstrate how to create new variables with the existing data, may I request you to subscribe to my channel, also like and share my videos. As you can see here, I'm working on SPSS and there are 4 important columns in this data set. The first column is sales. The second variable that I have is quantity. The third variable is discount and the fourth variable is profit. What is the sample size of this data? Let me go to the last row. As you can see here, I've got approximately 10,000 records in this particular data set. Many times when we are building a machine learning model, we execute a very important step, which is called as feature engineering. In this video, I will be creating 6 new features or columns using the existing variables. The first feature that I'll be creating is revenue per quantity. The second feature is discounted sale. The third feature is profit margin. The fourth feature is cost. And the fifth feature that I'll be creating is what is called as profit per quantity. The last feature that I'll be creating is discounted price per unit. To create a new column in SPSS, what you need to do is go to the transform menu bar. In the transform menu bar, you have a lot of options. You have to click on the very first option, which is called as compute variable. Let me go ahead and click on the compute variable. The moment I click on the compute variable option, you can see here, this is a new window that opens up. SPSS displays what is called as the target variable. This is where you have to specify the new variable name. Right below the target variable, SPSS displays all the column names that are present in the data set. To the right side, you can see what is called as numeric expression. Under this section, you can add 2 variables, you can subtract 2 variables, you can divide one variable with respect to the other, you can also multiply 2 variables. There are other interesting functions that you can apply under the numeric expression. I want to keep it very, very simple in this particular video. Therefore, the first variable that I'll be creating is what is called as revenue per quantity. I'm going to call this as RPQ. I repeat, this is called as RPQ or revenue per quantity. Now you may ask me, what is revenue per quantity? This variable will show the average sales revenue generated per unit of quantity sold. I repeat, this variable will show the average sales revenue generated per unit of quantity sold. What I'm going to do now is specify the numeric expression. As you can see here, this is a very simple expression that I can specify, which is sales divided by quantity. So SPSS will generate a new variable called as revenue per quantity, which will take sales in the numerator, divide this by quantity, and generate the output. Let me go ahead and click on the OK button. As you can see here, SPSS has generated a new column which is called as revenue per quantity. Just as we have created the first variable revenue per quantity, Let's now proceed to create the second variable. What is the name of the second variable? The second variable is called as discounted sale. To create any new variable, all that you need to do is go to the transform menu, compute variable. It is showing revenue per quantity, which I had created earlier. I will change this to discounted sale. Under the numeric expression, I'm going to change the existing numeric expression. Now, what I need to do to calculate discounted sale is multiply sales with that of 1 minus discount. I repeat, you have to take the product of sales with that of 1 minus discount. What does the discounted sales give us? The discounted sales is a new variable which will show the sales revenue after accounting for the discount applied. Let me repeat this for you. The discounted sales is a variable which will show the sales revenue after accounting for the discount applied. Under the numeric expression, let me go ahead and specify the numeric expression sales multiplied by 1 minus discount. As you can see here, sales is the first variable. It will use the information from sales, multiplied it with 1 minus discount. You can see here, discount is the third variable in my data set. Once you have done this, you can just go ahead and click on the OK button. In the data set, SPSS creates the second variable, which is called as discounted sale. We have created two variables as of now. Let's proceed to create the third variable. The procedure remains the same. I will have to go to transform menu and click on the compute variable option. I will hit the reset button. Under the target variable section, I will specify the name of the new variable, which is profit underscore margin. Now, what is profit underscore margin? Profit underscore margin is a variable which shows the profit as a percentage of sales revenue, providing insight into the profitability of each transaction. Let me repeat this. Profit margin is a variable which will show the profit as a percentage of sales revenue, providing insight into the profitability of each transaction. There is a very simple expression that I need to specify, which is to take profit and divide it by sales. As you can see here, under the numeric expression, I will specify what is profit margin. It is simply profit divided by sales. Once you have specified this particular expression, you can go ahead and hit the OK button. Let me scroll to the right side. You can see here the variable profit margin is ready. So far, we have created three columns: revenue per quantity, discounted sales, profit margin. The fourth variable that I will be creating is what is called as cost variable. Let me quickly go to the transform menu. The very first option is compute variable. I will hit the reset button. I have to specify the variable name here, which is cost. Now, what does the cost variable tell us? This is a variable which will estimate the cost incurred for each transaction. Let me repeat it. Cost is a variable which will estimate the cost incurred for each transaction. Here, I will be taking the difference of sales and profit. So under the numeric expression, I can specify a simple expression, namely sales minus profit. So what SPSS does is it takes the difference of sales and profit and stores the output as the cost variable. Let me go ahead and hit the OK button. As you can see here, SPSS has created the new variable cost. This is how easy it is to create new variables in SPSS. All these variables can be specified as independent variables for further analysis. We have so far created 4 variables: revenue per quantity, discounted sale, profit margin, cost. Let me now create the 5th variable, which is profit per quantity. I'll be going to the transform menu bar. I'll click on compute variable. SPSS displays the earlier expression, so I will hit the reset button. Under the target variable, I can specify the name of the new variable, which is profit per quantity. Now, what should be my numeric expression? Before telling you what is the numeric expression, let me describe what is profit per quantity. Profit per quantity is a variable which will show the average profit generated per unit of quantity sold. I'll repeat, it is a variable which will show the average profit generated per unit of quantity sold. To obtain the profit per quantity, you have to take the ratio of profit and quantity. You can see here in the numeric expression, I will be specifying the ratio of profit and quantity. Let me hit the OK button. You can see here the new variable profit per quantity is generated. So for the first transaction, the profit per quantity is 20.96. Now, I will be creating the last variable. The name of the last variable is discounted price per unit. I repeat, it is called as discounted price per unit. To create this particular variable, you can go to the transform menu bar, click on the compute variable. I will quickly reset the option. Under the target variable section, I can specify discounted price per unit. DPPU, discounted price per unit. What is this discounted price per unit? This variable will show the average price per unit after applying the discount. I repeat, discounted price per unit is a variable which will show the average price per unit after applying the discount. So let me go to SPSS. Under the numeric expression section, I can specify the mathematical expression. Sales will be multiplied by 1 minus discount, and the overall value will be divided by quantity. This information will be stored under discounted price per unit. Let me go ahead and hit the OK button. You can see here the new variable discounted price per unit is created. As you can see, originally I had 4 columns: sales, quantity, discount, and profit. In this video, we have learned how to use SPSS transform menu bar to create new variables. We have created the first variable RPQ, then we proceeded to create discounted sale, the third variable profit margin, the fourth variable that we created was cost, the fifth variable was profit per quantity, and the last variable that we have created is discounted price per unit. With this, I have come to the end of today's video. In today's video, we have seen how to create additional variables. These additional variables can be used for exploring important patterns in the data. You can also use them as input variables for any advanced machine learning operation. Thank you very much for watching this particular video. Have a great day ahead.